Good afternoon, elites. How's it going? It's me, your guy Waddles, and welcome to another Snapshot Showcase video. Big day, gamers. This morning on February 26th, 2020, the 20w09a snapshot released. This snapshot is it's kind of a big deal. We have two brand new blocks and one kind of new mob over there. Kind of, maybe. Just like in all of my other Snapshot Showcase videos, today we'll be breaking down the snapshot, going over everything new and everything that has been changed. If you like this one, do me a favor. I would appreciate it bigly if you dropped a like on this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you should definitely change that. Subscribe so you'll get more Nether update content dropped right in your sub feed. So in all honesty, this snapshot is actually kind of sizable. In the 20w09a snapshot, we have two brand new blocks and the addition of the zombified piglin. Alongside the addition of the zombified piglin, we unfortunately have the removal of the old school zombie pigmen. Big rip there. We also have some other changes when it comes to many other things. Let's go ahead and start by talking about this one-eared creature right here. That monster walking away from us now is a zombified piglin. The zombified piglin is the new school zombie pigman. That's right, unfortunately, the zombie pigman has been removed completely. This is the new one. Now, based off of my testing so far, these creatures are pretty much the exact same thing as the old school zombie pigman, aside from one difference. I did get a gold ingot from one of these guys when I killed it, which is kind of a big deal. That's a lot of gold coming from one of these creatures. Now, these creatures will definitely attack in groups, so be careful. They're literally pretty much the exact same thing, just reskinned. So I think we're going to go ahead and, I guess, not get out of here. Well, that actually worked out because we need to be in the overworld for this next bit. This is the only thing that I haven't tested yet. What happens if we hit this guy with a lightning bolt? Okay, nothing. That's kind of what I expected. Now, how about the pig? What happens if we hit a pig with a lightning bolt? Okay, interesting. Exact same behavior as before. And then finally, a piglin. What happens if... could you stand still, sir? If this guy is hit with a lightning bolt, it is just lit on fire. Very interesting. By the way, piglins don't like the zombified versions of them. And similar to the previous snapshots, piglins will turn to these creatures now when in the overworld for about 20 seconds. But with that being said, piglins gained a brand new tag in this snapshot. In this snapshot, the is immune to zombification tag was added to the piglin. That means you can create piglins that won't zombify in the overworld. If you're playing in survival, that will be entirely useless to you though. The target block. The target block was pretty much the last thing that was revealed back at Minecon that still wasn't in the Nether update snapshots. Today, that definitely all changes. The 20w09a snapshot introduces this block into the game. Now, to craft this thing, you'll need to have 4 redstone dust and a single hay bale. It's pretty cheap to craft. This is the recipe right here. You can then go ahead and craft the thing and, of course, place it down in your world. When you place it, it sounds like a hay bale being placed. You can break it with your fist and you will get the item back. Now, of course, the target block is a target block. You're meant to shoot things at it. You can shoot arrows at it with a crossbow or a bow, or you can throw snowballs at it. Tridents will also work for the target block. Now, the target block will output a redstone signal based on where you hit it. So let's go ahead and do the crazy advanced difficulty of hitting this in the center by standing right here. If we hit it in the center, which I actually missed still, it will light up that lamp over there. This lamp is 14 blocks away. If we hit this thing further out near the edge, the signal will definitely be weaker. I mean, right there, that's about as far as I could get, and we didn't even make it to the first lamp. So right here, a couple lamps, go over here, couple lamps again, it's somewhere over there, and then finally, again, right in the middle, just to, okay, right again in the middle, just to show off. Okay, maybe I need a little bit of practice, but the signal output is based on where you hit the target block. Now, again, tridents are definitely going to work, snowballs will work as well, and arrows shot from both crossbows and bows will work too. The first thing that came to mind when checking out the target block is this right here. Can we get a skeleton to shoot the target block and let a signal out? Hey, I'm probably not from that far away, if I'm being honest. The skeleton's aim is definitely much worse than mine. Let's go ahead and try that again. Can you shoot the target block, buddy? Will you let out a redstone signal if you hit that thing? Alright, so as soon as I looked away, I think the skeleton hit the target block. Let's see if I can recreate it. It's definitely going to be tricky to do because the skeleton's aim is not the best, but Boom, would you look at that? That definitely works. That's pretty cool. In reality, what could that be used for? Well, I don't know. I'm sure it could be used for something pretty cool. I definitely plan on messing with the target block a little bit more because this block seems like it's going to be very, very interesting. Probably the coolest thing to make it into this week's snapshot is this stuff right here. On screen right now is the new beautiful crying obsidian block, complete with the special particle effect. If you take a look at the bottom of the block, from time to time it actually drips, which is really, really cool. Now, for all of you old school players, you definitely remember this stuff, but it looked a little bit different back then. Crying Obsidian was originally added in beta 1.3 on February 22nd, 2011. That is almost, well, it's actually a little more than 9 years ago. That's been a long time. Now down here is the stuff compared to normal Obsidian. The Crying Obsidian definitely has a lot more purple. I've got to say, so far, the textures in the Nether update are amazing. Crying Obsidian looks so good, and again, that particle effect, it's crying. I mean, how can you not love that? I kind of feel bad for the block. Now, I definitely have been running a few tests with this stuff. Crying Obsidian mines very, very slow, just like normal Obsidian, but you can indeed still mine this stuff. You can mine this with a diamond pickaxe or a netherite pickaxe. When you mine it, you will receive the block just like that. Then, you can place the block down again. The place sound is the normal block place sound. Now, just like normal Obsidian, Crying Obsidian definitely does not explode. This stuff is very, very strong. However, unlike normal Obsidian, Crying Obsidian cannot be used to light a nether portal. That doesn't work. Now currently, as of the snapshot, this block does not have a crafting recipe and it does not have an actual use. It is purely decorational, but that will definitely be changing. King B-Dogs, the dev that actually added this stuff into the game, stated on Twitter that its use will be implemented later. If we look back at the history of Crying Obsidian was originally planned to be a block that could set a player's spawn. Interesting. Is this how we'll be able to set our spawn? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Piglin bartering has actually been improved in this snapshot. So it works exactly the same. Walk up to a piglin, hand it a gold ingot, but the reward is now given once the gold ingot goes away. Previously, there was a little bit of an exploit where you could actually barter for free. That exploit is now gone. Now the rewards, or I guess the things that you buy from the piglins, has definitely been changed. I ran 9 or 10 total tests now, and this is what I've gotten each and every time. These rewards are definitely a lot better, and Crying Obsidian as well. Kind of interesting. Maybe this stuff won't end up getting a crafting recipe and will only be obtainable through bartering. Depending on its use, I might actually kind of like that. This snapshot brings a few changes to the nethery mushrooms. Both of these things can now be placed inside of flower pots, and they have both been renamed to their singular form. So this is now crimson fungus, this is warped fungus. Previously they were both fungi, which is the plural, didn't really make sense. Now if you're trying to grow these fungus into giant trees, you'll need to get them on the correct form of nylium. So crimson on the crimson one and warped on the warped one. We also have a change to nylium. Nylium now behaves like grass. If there is a block placed on the nylium, eventually it will actually go away. It still spreads in the exact same way, however, with bone meal. It does not spread like grass, it just goes away like grass. The nether wart block and the warped wart block now have a brand new harvesting tool. To harvest these blocks, you should probably use a hoe because they break pretty quickly. Any hose will work. Weeping vines are now actually climbable. This is a really cool change and something that I definitely wanted to see implemented. I'm glad this is now the case. Entities will now actually flow in lava, which is... Hey, get back here, get back here. Entities will now flow in lava, which is different. That definitely wasn't the case before. Previously, creatures would sort of just stand around in lava. That is a big change. Maybe Endermen are not the best way to showcase this, though. Hoglin, if you could please forgive me for my sins. Right there, and the Hoglin is flowing, kind of like it's in water. I am sorry, Hoglin. Now this is a huge one, but take a look at the color on the screen. So blue, right? Now look at that. This is a new biome, and oh wow, that beautiful, beautiful slow fade. Oh my gosh, this is like the coolest thing ever. I love the slow biome transition. Now I haven't had the chance to go into the overworld and test this on like the river biomes, transitioning into the desert or a plains or something, because that transition in the sky was pretty harsh too, but this is beautiful. Devs, you really one-upped yourself with that one, because that biome transition is so smooth. Can we see it one more time? Oh, yes. That is amazing. And then actually, aside from bug changes, that is actually going to just about do it for the 20w09a snapshot. Like I said, kind of a big one. Which block do you like more, the target block or the crying obsidian? Vote on the poll that was in the video at some point and let me know. If you enjoyed the 20w09a snapshot breakdown, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like on this video. It helps me out a lot, and it would just be really cool of you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed quite yet. If you're looking for my Twitter, Instagram, any of that stuff, that can all be found down in the description below. Thank you all very, very much for watching. My name is Waddles, and until next time, stay cool, elites. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.